The latest information regarding the current stimulus package and that second round of stimulus checks has just been released. Hey everyone, Matt here, back for another exciting Blind to Billionaire video. Like I just said, the GOP Republican proposal for those second round of stimulus checks has just been released, and we have some really exciting information. I'm excited to bring this video to you because I've had so many people reaching out, and finally I have some exciting news about this. So let's get right into it. Today is Monday, July 27th. And this information was just released this afternoon. I've been home watching the news, scouring the internet, looking for this information, and we found it, and it is so cool, and I want to get right into it because this is really important and cool stuff. So like I've been saying in my last couple videos, the current stimulus package for sure includes that next round of stimulus checks. We knew this, right? We knew it was coming. $1,200 plus an additional $500 per dependent. Here is what is really cool. Now listen closely. Here is the change, and this is awesome. Any dependents of any age, previously with the first stimulus package, anybody under the age 17 was considered a dependent eligible for that $500. Here's the difference. In this second round of stimulus checks, the GOP, the Republicans, are proposing that all dependents of any age dependents, would be eligible for that $500. Now again, I realize, I get it, $500, you're probably thinking, seriously, $500? That's an insult. But here's the deal. I've been saying this in my other videos as well. This is a negotiation. It's a negotiation between Democrats and Republicans. Just like I was using my analogy earlier today in the video, they're basically like a buying and selling negotiation. Buyers like to start low, sellers like to start high, and they work together to meet in the middle at a price that everybody's happy with. Same thing here with Congress. Democrats are starting, well, they basically wanted $1,200, and Republicans are starting at $500. I imagine this is going to change, but the part that's really exciting about this is the additional dependent payments for any age dependents. That's the key. Any age. It's not under 17 anymore. Why this is so important is because if Republicans are open to negotiating at the $500 level, if that's like their opening bid, like they're at an auction, $500, I'll pay $500 for any dependent. That's what they're willing to say right now. We know that that's kind of like their low bid. And just like I'm saying, any negotiation, we typically work a little bit higher. So we know Democrats are at $1,200. We know Republicans are at $500. I anticipate we could probably work this up a little bit more. So this is huge. This is a huge advancement in this negotiation, which I've been so excited and anxiously awaiting for this information to hit so I could bring it to you, because I literally have had hundreds and hundreds of comments over the last couple days of you who are adult dependents saying, hey, are we going to be included? Now here's the sad and potentially unfortunate part about this. So again, please listen up. This dependent payment is going to go to the person who claims the dependent. Okay, so let me say that again. The dependent payment is going to go to the person who claims the dependent. Let me give you a quick example. I am a taxpayer and you are my adult dependent. Let's just say, for example, you are 50 years old and you're my mother or my father. This is a total example, okay? I'm the taxpayer, I'm the person, you're my parent, you're, let's just say 50 years old, and I'm claiming you as my dependent, right? So you're an adult dependent. If this goes through, which I anticipate it will, that additional dependent payment would go to me, not you. So that's the really sad part about this, is the dependent payment would not go to the dependent, but rather it'll go to the person claiming that dependent. Now here's the deal. Again, if you're an adult dependent and someone claimed you, maybe, again, you would have to talk to the person, but maybe you could sweet talk that person to maybe giving it to you, maybe sharing it with you. I don't know. You would have to discuss that with the person. But either way, the whole point is that adult dependents are going to be included, which is huge. Again, in many situations, a lot of you that are on this channel reaching out to me who are adult dependents are saying, hey, my son claimed me, my daughter claimed me. You know, a lot of you are like your child has claimed you. So I'm guessing maybe your child would be so grateful and generous to say, hey, Ma, hey, Dad, I got this money as a stimulus. It's basically just like a free handout from the government. Here you go. I'm looking out for you. I know for a fact I would do that for my parents in an absolute second. If I claimed my parents and I got some money on their behalf, I'd be happy. I'd be so happy to give that money to them. I feel like it's getting me a little bit emotional saying this. But anyway, so that's really exciting. I'm happy for all of you. Again, I just want to say this is the floor. Like, this is where they're starting. They're starting at $500. So don't get all irritated by that saying, seriously, $500, that's nothing. Rich, I realize $500 literally in these days can get you almost nothing. It's better than nothing. It's certainly better than nothing, but I anticipate they're going to negotiate that a little bit higher. So we will continue to watch this whole thing over the next 2 weeks until through August 7th before they go on recess once again. I anticipate there's going to be a ton of negotiations. There's going to be a lot of heat, a lot of heated negotiations back and forth between Democrats and Republicans, going back and forth with this. But either way, the stimulus checks are included and the dependents, which is huge. I know I keep saying it, but I want to really reiterate and really hammer this point because it's huge, huge, huge. Adult dependents were missed out last time. This time, you guys are included. This is cool stuff. All right, let me talk about unemployment really quickly. I know that this doesn't apply to many people here on this channel, but I want to throw it out there because it does apply to some people, and it's important. So unemployment, the way that they're doing this now is the $600 federal kicker dropped off on Saturday, just a couple days ago. So how they're proposing this now is the additional federal kicker going forward is they're going to start it out at $200, and then at some point it's going to be replaced by 70% wage replacement. Again, all of this is the GOP Republican proposal. So all of this stands to be negotiated higher. But all of this is just what they are proposing first. Now, I keep going back to my analogy of the buyers and sellers. Just like every other negotiation, every party starts high, they start low, and then they negotiate it to meet somewhere in the middle. So we'll have to see how this whole thing shakes out. But the fact that Republicans are announcing they're willing to continue with the federal kicker, they're willing to negotiate, well, I shouldn't say negotiate, they're willing to throw in another stimulus check, and they're willing to negotiate, I keep saying negotiate, they're willing to throw in the all dependents will be eligible to receive that check. So that's what's really important and what's really, really cool about this new stimulus. I don't know if I said it earlier, but this new stimulus package that they're proposing, that was really awkward. I just coughed. Sorry about that. This new stimulus that they're proposing is called the HEALS Act. HEALS. Previously, they were calling it the HEROES Act. But anyway, I got to get off this thing. I'm about to start coughing again. But anyway, I'm excited for all of you. So have a great afternoon. I'm excited about this information and this new release. But please forgive me for the coughing on camera. That was a little bit awkward. But have a great afternoon, everybody. I'm really excited for you. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. See ya.